Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, I got another episode of Talks with Tony. Now, I noticed this letter was just long, so I haven't read any of it. For those of you who forgot when I told you that, I read the letter live. So sometimes you'll see a letter and it might not be that good of a letter or it might not be too detailed. Well, I read it live so that my reaction is real because I am not an actor. So understand that. And then, because I remember, you may think like, well, Tony, if you knew this one wasn't good or you didn't have an answer for it, you shouldn't have posted it. Well, I read it live, so it's going up. It's going up. So you just have to get some type of lesson out of it, okay? Now, this will say, hi, Tony. Can I start off by saying thank you? Although at times I feel silly for being one of those women you speak of in your video, loose booty. Yes, I embrace my truth. Your message resonates with me so much. I was not raised by my parents and grew up in a very strict family ruled by religion. I rebelled and allowed the streets / friends to dictate my behavior because no family members, including my parents, see fit to guide me. Can I say I was very naive? Very. I don't know if this is a man or a woman yet, but they could write now. They sure could write. All this good punctuation in here. I made so many mistakes along the way. I gave my body to men, okay, it's a woman, who were not deserving of me. 11. And I know that now. I was ill as a young child, ill is a word, ill, roughly 8, 9 years old. I have been searching for love in the opposite sex, and my relationships usually do not last more than 3 months. I can count on one hand how many went past 3 months, the 3 month mark, but it was more of a situationship than relationship. No dinners, outings, or meetings of friends or family. I probably deep down know the answer, but can't stop feeling I am wrong. I met this man who does not have his stay in this country. His relationship with his wife broke down and she kicked him out. Not being a citizen meant that he has to do jobs under the table, which means he needs a place to live. I offered to help him by buying food, etc., whilst he finds a room to rent. So say whilst, Whilst. Now, almost too country to say that. Whilst he finds a room to rent. But that was not a viable option. So say viable. Was not a viable option for him. So almost 3 months later, he leaves me with no explanation and finds another woman who he currently lives with. She's white. So I'm assuming you're not white. I believe he finds me attractive and there was a connection because of the strict religion. He too grew up in it. When I do this now, if you're new to the video, this means they have it in parentheses. He too grew up in it. And I too was not born in this country. Okay. However, because I did not allow him to move in, he left me. He asked to meet me after the fact, but I didn't feel the remorsefulness, nor did he apologize. Instead, he just tried to explain his bad behavior. He can't fail. His whole family back home is depending on him, the way he was brought up. Oh, and thought it would be okay to carry on sleeping with each other like normal, but never sorry. The problem lies in the fact I love him and keep thinking I made a huge mistake by not letting him live with me. He used to say he's my husband and that he loves bigger and older women, all of which I am. No guy has ever said that. They usually try to encourage me to lose the weight and never mention being my husband. So that's thrown me off. Did I just lose my husband? I've asked men and women close to me, and they, of course, are biased. So it would be great to hear your impartial opinion. I'm 36. I should know better, shouldn't I? Thanks so much. All right, now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Let me see. Oh, okay. So now, this sister here is in the UK. This sister here in the UK. I thought this was American. Okay, I see. That's why this letter written so good. Got that good British English over there. Now, you spelling lose as loose. So that must be the accent. I know that's kind of common though. Well, sister, listen. Now, you didn't say what strict religion y'all grew up in. So I don't know if you talking about Christian or Islam or you know what. But that kind of speaks to some things. Now, he wasn't born in that country. You weren't born in that country. I know how that is over there in the UK. He left you for a white woman, so I'm assuming y'all black, which being that you weren't born there, you didn't say where you were born, so I'm not sure if it's like Jamaica or if it's like Africa, you know, because I know a lot of people in the UK be coming from another country, you know. So you didn't say that. Those things would matter because just, you know, your roots and just them underlying, you know, values. Now, you were not raised by your parents and you grew up in a very strict family ruled by religion. Now, listen to me. He needs some papers. He need to get citizenship. Him and his wife's situation broke down and he was kicked out. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. See, what you're looking at is you missing the red flags. So this man had a wife. He need that wife to get his papers. He needed wife to get his papers and he still ruined it. He still dropped the ball to where he was kicked out. So he working under the table and he needs somewhere to live. Listen to me. So then he tell you he likes bigger and older women. Now see, that's what I try to help y'all understand. You say a lot of men try to get you to lose weight. Now, this a delicate situation. You know, I'm not one of them people that just want to talk down to you, talk nasty to you. But what you have to understand, men are visual creatures. Now, where he comes from, being that he's not from that country, your shape and your age could be customary. And that could be the case. You know where he's from. I don't. If you Google and research where he's from, then see if that's customary. See if that is seen as a sign of, you know, opulence. I think I heard that on Coming to America. The man, one of the movies where they say where they was from, you know, in Africa, having more meat on your bones meant you come from a rich family or a wealthy family or, you know, opulence, which I don't know what opulence mean, but we finna find out right now because it great wealth or luxuriousness. So I remember hearing that on a movie. Now I'm like, okay, well, I need to gain this weight now so I could look like I come opulence. And my mama, she got meat on her bones, and that's kind of what she be saying. The Bible say such fatteneth the bones. So I said, all right, hey, okay, go ahead. If that's what you want, all right, go ahead. That's what you want, you know. It's to each their own. But what I need you to understand is, the truth is, if your shape and your size is not the norm, then you could feel abnormal. And when we feel abnormal, we then can feel insecure. So when we feel insecure, we don't have as high standards or morals or values. So we may settle. We may put up with more because we feel like I don't deserve the best of the best because I am not the best of the best. And most women are built like this, and I'm not built like that. And in most movies, the women are built like this, and I'm not built like that. So I must be less than. A lot of times, that's the place we feel. You should not feel that way, but that is the truth of the matter. So what happens is men who need a woman, what they do, and pay attention, he said bigger and older, and you said that's what you are. %90 of men do not want bigger and older if that's not customary. If it's customary, then that's what they'll want. But the man typically is programmed by society. So if society says a woman in this shape range or this type of aura, this type of confidence is beautiful, most men are going to be programmed by that. And that's what they're going to believe. And so also, most men do not like older women. The reason being is because women already mature faster than men. So a man could be with a woman his age and feel insecure and immature compared to her. So when a man is with an older woman, he's going to feel even more insecure and immature. So men typically want an older woman for security. Men typically want an older woman because they have a void, a mommy void, and they're looking for a mom they can sleep with. So this man is in need of shelter. A mom provides shelter. An older woman like yourself, you have shelter. You can provide shelter. I can pretty much guarantee you the white woman he left you for is not attractive and appealing according to y'all society. And if she is, she probably has a story that had her sleep with or deal with several men, and he is her latest project. He's her latest exploration. Mandingo from the Congolese. And she wants to experience Mandingo, the descendant of Solomon. I mean, not Solomon, what the man name? With long hair that Delilah got to, Samson. So she want to experience the descendant of Samson because she like, listen, I ain't really been with too many chocolate men. So she crossing over with her British accent. And so what you have to understand, now look at her now, test this, because only you know this, test this. Look up the woman he left you for. You know she white, so you must know her name or something, or know what she looked like somehow. So let me ask you, is she beautiful? Is she gorgeous? If the answer is no, that explains it. He's looking for women that he assumes you may be healthy built. Okay, when I say healthy built, I mean voluptuous. I mean meat on your bones. Okay, what we call big boned. When growing up, we call it big boned. Technically, the bone's the same size. It's the meat on the bone, but we call it big boned. So my mama big boned. Okay, my daddy big boned it now. Not technically, but okay. So my whole family big boned it. So I'm used to it. And now, listen, he looking for somebody that, I got a lot of people over there in the UK, a lot of clients over there in the UK. And majority of them not that voluptuous. Because even y'all portion sizes over there is not like in America. So now what he assuming is that if you got more meat on your bones, you're gonna be insecure, you're gonna settle, you're gonna tolerate more, you're gonna put up with more. You proved him wrong. He thought you were gonna have low self-esteem. You, because you've been through some things and you've seen a lot, you street smart, because you rebelled and allowed the streets / friends to dictate your behavior, because no family members, including your parents, saw fit to guide you. And so you've been out there and seen a lot, done a lot. You were as a child at roughly 8 or 9 years old. A lot of times when that happens, it shows up in the adult life in one form or another. In one form, it may be weight gain because of, guilt eating, or food becomes your friend. Food becomes your comfort. Food releases chemicals from your brain into your body, and that food comforts you. In another form, it may be promiscuity. Now, you said you've been with 11 men. It's all relative. It's women that's 10 years younger than you that have been with 3, 4, 5 times the amount of men you've been with. So the number 11 at 36 years old, it's relative. For that, I would dare say that's probably average for a 36-year-old who is not married and has not, it's not been in a long-term relationship by the time they're 36. 11 may be average, to be honest with you. So if you're not at, 8 to 15 men at 36 as a woman, if you haven't slept with 8 men yet, then you may be considered below average on your numbers, on your body count, which in a man's eyes would be seen as a good thing. And then some men may not even ask because they just assume. So here's the thing. We assume that most people lose their virginity at the age of 18. When you get out your parents' house and you can be somewhere and you can stay overnight and you can sleep with somebody. A lot of us lose it before 18. And then we assume if you live in normal life, you'll average at least one person a year. So from 18 to 36, I believe that's 18 years. So if your body count was 18, that still would be seen as one person every 12 months, which in our society, in the world today, it really wouldn't be frowned upon like that, because a lot of people really out there a whole lot worse. So, 18 people over 18 years, my number was 22 in 3 years, from the age of 15 to the age of 18. So just in comparison. So yes, the numbers are relative, and just depending on who judging you. And so for you, the promiscuity isn't nowhere near as high or as severe, as bad as it could be. But you put a little weight on, which when you identify your relationship with food, it may explain something to you. When you think about it, now, if it's the type of thing where you have a medical situation where you eat a normal portion, you eat just like everybody else, but in your body it doubles, it doubles the way it, masticizes. And I don't think that's a word, but, I'm just gonna, use that right there. It just sound good right there. That's something else. Forgive me. That's metastasize, spread to other sites in the body by metastasis. That's something else now. But what we're gonna use is masticize. So what I'm talking about is the way when it go in your body, it double up. The fat cells, they double up. They start to eat on each other and they grow. So one bite is 2 bites. And I read about that one time, about certain genetics, to where it's like 1 bite is 2 bites, to where it doubles up in there. Some of y'all call it thyroid. Don't be all in the comments with your whole dissertation for your doctorate or your medical. We just understand what I'm saying. You have a medical issue to where you gain weight and you eating normal, which I know a lady that was like that, and she had to go to countless doctors before they figured it out. But she was working out super hard and she was super fit at one time. But then body just broke down and went through some things, and then it was just like just eating normal and very clean, very healthy, and still body just kept gaining weight. So if it's something like that, then that's something different. But if it's something to where you evaluate your relationship with food and it is comforting, or it is your, your source, your solace, your peace, then you may tie that into just what you've gone through as a young person coming up, not having your parents not raising you, you being in a very strict family that's just so religious and not really relationship based, more so religion based, and that leading you to rebellion. All of that could tie in. So men like this who are needy, this a needy man. He's not looking for love, he's looking for help. Men like this try to identify women that they can see trauma in. They can see pain in. They could see a struggle in. They could look at you and say she's going through something, or she's been through something, and it's showing in her life. So she's prey. She's vulnerable. So here it was, you came in. Now you say, I believe he finds me attractive, and there was a connection because of the strict religion. He grew up in it too, and he could have liked that about you. And I too was not born in this country. However, because I did not allow him to move in, he left me. He asked to meet me after the fact, but I didn't feel the remorsefulness, nor did he apologize. Instead, he just tried to explain his bad behavior. He can't fail. His whole family back home is depending on him, the way he was brought up. Oh, and thought it would be okay to carry on sleeping with each other like normal, but never sorry. Now, I'm not sure what religion, for y'all to be so religious, I'm not sure what religion condones premarital sex. So neither one of y'all ain't that religious. And so that means he was not attracted to you because of that religion, because he's not religious. Because if he wants you on your back before marriage, he not religious. Okay, he wear the title, but he ain't practicing the belief system. So understand that right there. All right, let's take that on off the table. He wasn't attracted to you for no religion. Okay, he was attracted to you because you got somewhere to stay. That's why he was attracted to you. You got somewhere to stay. He needs somewhere to stay. Okay, so understand that right there. All right, now I offered to help him by buying food, etc. Now I love to hear what's in that etc. Was some clothes in there? Was some bus passes in there? Some heat warmers for the cold? Like what was, whilst he finds a room to rent. But that was not a viable option for him. So almost 3 months later, he leaves me with no explanation and finds another woman who he currently lives with. She's white. That right there is his sole goal. This man is not thinking about marriage. He's not thinking about loving a woman. He's not thinking about being with nobody romantically. Any relationship situation with him is a business deal. So what he is saying in Manglish, he's saying, bring your trauma, bring your pain, bring your insecurity. In return, I will pretend to love you. I will pretend to like you, to make you feel good about all of your pain and trauma and insecurity. I will put this D on you. I will put this D on you to give you vitamin D. Okay, I'm not talking about the real vitamin, all right? I'm talking about, give him a lighter. Cause give him a candle. Candle here hidden now. It say Santal 26. I don't know what this is. Scented candle / bougie perfume. All right. Made in the USA in our lab. Okay, my wife got this for me, so I just be letting this thing get my office smelling good. And so when I say vitamin D, that's what he's saying in Manglish. Come ye. Get the vitamin D. Come ye. Get the vitamin D. All your pain. See what I mean? He trying to play on your religion, make you think, and then he trying to be your God. Come ye burdened and heavy laden, so I could put this vitamin D on thee. And this, that, and the third. Okay? And you put this shelter and roof over me. And while I put this D on thee, you see, that's what he want. And I'm going to make you feel good about your body, your past, your pain, your trauma. I'm finna make you feel like that's you is who I want, because I need this place to stay. Okay? My wife kicked me out, but we technically still married. So eventually I'm going to be able to apply for citizenship. So while we still married, she just kicked me out. And to be honest with you, I think I done coached his wife. I think both of y'all, because I just coached somebody with this same situation. Oh no, that was in America. So, so he needs somewhere to stay. You trying to have standards. You trying, and I commend you for that. You trying. You ain't all the way perfect. None of us are. But you trying. So what I want you to understand is you did not make a mistake. I need you to understand you did not make a mistake. You did the right thing. You actually did too much, because yes, he ain't got no citizenship, but he quote unquote homeless. He kind of homeless, but he a grown man. And it's like, listen here, playboy. If the country don't want you, all right, you got to go back home and just become a millionaire in your home country. You ain't got to go to nobody else's country. Just go. It's millionaires in your country. Go on. If people who might not be millionaires, but they making good money, go on, grind it out. Go on, grind it out. Where you at? If the country won't let you stay there on no work visa or nothing like that, it's like, listen, playboy, you got to. This your lot in life, and this might be what God got for you, because you out here seducing these women into the bedroom. So you can never feel sorry for no grown man. Because, and that's what my wife told me. She said, Tony, you can't be feeling sorry for grown men who making choices and you trying to do for them, and you trying to rescue them, and you trying to get them money and buy them cars and do all this for them. She's like, everybody as an adult got choices that can be made. And if you see they making choices that's contrary to the choices you make, you can't feel sorry for somebody who is able-bodied and stable-minded making bad choices. Because if you go and bail them out, then you reinforcing them. My wife taught me that. She told me that. She said, listen, don't let your giving be a hindrance. Don't let your gift become a curse, because you enabling people who don't want to help themselves, who don't want to do right, who want to avert the law, and that's another word that don't go right there, but it just sound good. Okay, so we're going to use it. We're going to use that. Prevent or ward off. Avert. Who want to avert the law. And so you can't worry about that. It's like, listen, okay, it's ways to get into another country. Education visa, work visa, temporary stay visa. Get in there temporarily, find you some work, have that company give you a work visa. It's all kind of little stuff you can do, and y'all not in America, so it's probably easier over there, because you see over here in America, we building walls over here in America, listen, putting people in concentration camp, everything over here. Over there, it's probably a little easier. He probably need to get to Canada. It's probably the easiest in Canada. But listen to me, you can't be responsible for no grown man that want to use religion to relate to you. He might not even be of that religion. Oh, you Muslim? Oh, Alhamdulillah, Assalamu alaikum. He went to, me too. Oh, Allah. He went to grabbing Qurans, everything, but then want to get you on your back. That man ain't religious. Listen, if this white woman Catholic, he probably Catholic now. If she Christian, he probably Christian now. Oh, Jesus. Holy Ghost filled. He probably any religion he got to be to have him a roof over his head. You know why? Because this man has let you know what his number one goal is. His number one goal is to succeed at any cost. If you want to be a casualty of his spiritual warfare, by all means, he'll let you. His number one goal is to get his bread up so he could send that money back home. So he says. We don't really know if that's true. We don't know if he was a criminal over there and had to escape the country to get somewhere else, and he just trying to make it and using his family as an excuse. His family probably like, we don't talk to him. He done stole everybody's stuff out here. He stole my radio that I got from America. I don't talk to his butt. We don't need no money from him. We over here living life. So we don't know if that story is true. You see what I mean? Yes, the story is common, but we don't know if it's true for him. So that's what you got to realize. When a man don't want to go through the proper procedures to win your heart, because he could have made love to your mind. He could have took that money he making under the table, took a little pound, £1, which might be $2 or $1.50, whatever money y'all got over there. I don't know what y'all in pound, euros, I don't know what that is. But he could have took him a little pound and bought you a rose. Every day he went and worked under the table, get on the back of that truck and went out there and did that work. He could have took one of them pounds and bought you a little rose. Could have brought you a old bottle of red wine. Brought you your favorite dish of food, whatever you like to eat. Could have took you out to eat. Could have been whining and dining you. Could have been making love to your mind. Could have been courting you, and you would have fell in love. You say you love him, but you would have fell in love. See what this is? You got love for him. If you were in love, you would let him move in. But you ain't in love because your intuition, okay, let's call it your spidey senses, all right? Your intuition is being triggered. It's the sirens going off. Some ain't right, some ain't right, some ain't right, some ain't right, some ain't right. So that's why you ain't let them move in. That was your own personal defense mechanism. So that's what you got to realize is your sense is working. Your intuition working. Them senses is up. They working. They standing up. And that's your protection. Don't ever question your intuition unless you snorting powder. If you snorting powder, okay, question your intuition. Now, if you got some other kind of ailment, okay, you might want to question your intuition, check in. But you ain't doing none of that, don't question your intuition. That's your protection. That's your protection, okay? And you protected yourself. This type of man, I don't think he harmful or anything. He just doing whatever it's gonna take to make it. And if he got to use 10 women at one time, cause see, he got her, all right, and he's staying with her right now, but she might not season her food. She might not season her food. She might not take care of herself the way he want. Now, he done been with you intimately, and that might have been warm and cozy for him. He might look at you and say, ooh, okay, got some good guava on you. This one over here, kind of stale, ain't got no seasoning on her guava. And so he might want to be with you because you bring something different to the table. So he like, okay, listen, I'm trying to get all the money I could get. So eventually you're going to get tired of just buying me food, and you're going to start giving me gift cards, and I can go and cash in. And so, or he going to start asking you for gift cards. But he want to supplement her body with your body, because he like, she really ain't all that skilled. You got a little more skill, so I want to keep on, And then after I give you enough of that vitamin D, and you going to eventually want to compete with her, because this how women do. Y'all compete with each other. So you're going to want to compete with her, and then you're going to want to let me move in because you feel like you losing to her. So you're going to say, well, look, if all you need is somewhere to stay, you can come on live with me. And then he probably want to come on live with a woman who, quote unquote, the same religion. Y'all probably the same color, could be from the same country, and you cook with seasoning. she don't cook with no seasoning, so he'll drop her like a bad habit. She'll be over there crying, and she finna write in. I probably got an email in here from her, cause the way the YouTube algorithm work, if you seeing me, she might be seeing me. She might be in my email later when I get to it. So I'm like, yes, this guy just moved in, and yeah, he handsome like Samson, but and he's really good in the bed, but I do not know, because I just feel like he's using me, living off of me, and I do not know. My parents have stopped talking to me because they don't want me talking to Mandingo. And so she gonna be going through, and he'll drop her like a bad habit. This man right here, what he gonna do? Because look, a woman married him. He had a place to stay. He ran her off. Do you know how much a man got to do to run a woman off in this day and age? Y'all listen to these emails that I read. Y'all women put up with the world. Y'all put up with everything. And then y'all make common sense decisions. Y'all make wise decisions. And then you question yourself. I think I messed up. So you got to listen to this now. This what you saying. Well, Tony, I think I messed up because this man without citizenship who married a woman for citizenship and then did her wrong to the point she kicked him out. So now he's looking for another woman. So he found me, and we started sleeping together within 3 months. And I was giving him money and buying him food and clothes and shoes or whatever you was doing in that, etc. And I feel bad because I didn't let him move in with me and use me for shelter and continue to sleeping with me unprotected or protected if we felt like it or thought about it, or if we had some contraceptives. And I feel that way because he complimented me on my body, and I have a little extra shape that other women might not have, and I'm also older than him, and that made me feel comfortable and secure because he complimented me on that, and most men don't. They typically try to make me feel bad about myself. So I'm just really beating myself up because I feel like I should have let him live off of me and move in and live with me until he gets his green card and continue to sleep with me outside of marriage, even though we both are religious. And I'm just wondering if I did the right thing by not letting him move in. And then he cut me off, kicked me to the curb, moved in with another woman, and then asked to meet up with me and wants to continue sleeping with me, although he's living with her. And I just really feel like I could have made a mistake and missed the man for me. Now, did you hear yourself? I just want you to hear yourself. Cause see, I ain't judging you. Cause now you know me, I'm from the street. I ain't judging you. So I'm not, all right. But I just want you to hear yourself. And I just want you to hear it out loud and just think through the thought process. And then just go ahead and then just really, with a sober mind, because you don't snort powder, with a sober mind, just ask yourself, okay, well, actually, as I hear myself out loud, did I actually make a mistake? Like, did I? Because you ain't do nothing wrong. You ain't do nothing wrong. You just ain't let them move in, which is good sense. You heard of Dirty John? Look up Dirty John on Netflix. Look at the Ted Bundy series. You don't know who this man is. So you made the right decision. And it's like, listen, bro, if you, look, hold on, homeboy, you working under the table. So that means you ain't got nothing to bring to the table. Because you under the table. You working under the table. So how you going to bring something to the table if you under the table? Oh no. You need to find you a woman that's under the table too. So both of y'all could try to build y'all a table. Because both of y'all under the table. So let her get her illegal coins until she get her citizenship with her husband who to kick her out. You get your illegal coins till you get your citizenship with your wife that to kick you out. Y'all come together and y'all get in a rooming house that they're not going to ask for no social security number. They ain't running no credit. It just as long as you pay the $40 a week, 40 pounds a week, 40 pounds a night, whatever it might cost, 10 pounds a night to stay at the shelter, then y'all go ahead and tough it out, get your citizenship, and then y'all gonna have a best-selling book on your hand when you become a millionaire. But y'all need to help each other under the table. So listen, if you doing things the right way, you done got your citizenship. You know, you over there legal. You got a story to tell. You see what I mean? You got a story to tell. So it's like you can't let no man come in your life and use you. And just use you and can't bring nothing to nobody's table. It's like, no, that ain't what God asked. Because, see, when God is in the midst of you getting where you got to get, you going to get there without using other people. Even if me and you come in as an illegal immigrant, if God is with you, he going to give you room and shelter and board without you having to break hearts. Without you having to mistreat and misuse people, mislead people. Because God will take care of you. There's many people in the Bible who had to go into another country and start over. Who had to travel from country to country, and God made sure that they was taken care of along their journey. Without having to break the law or misuse or mistreat anybody. When he got to go out here and misuse and mistreat people, and this in any country that you in, don't let no man or no woman misuse or mistreat you because they trying to get some papers. You know, it got to be a real love. And at the same time, too, you know, sometimes we just got to use common sense. You know, sometimes we just got to use common sense, and it just got to be, you know, if I was 5'2", and every other man is 5'9". If a woman come telling me I just love 5'2" men, and she don't have citizenship, I really got to sit back and say, okay, do you really love 5'2" men? Now, if she got a table to bring to my table, and she tell me she love 5'2" men and I'm 5'2", okay, she don't need me for nothing but love. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want to lose any weight because you comfortable with the weight that you are and you loving yourself in that season, that's great. That's great. As long as it's healthy, don't be unhealthy now. If you got meat on your bones and you still healthy, then okay, good. Now, if you go to the doctor and they say, listen, that cholesterol a little too high, that blood pressure a little too high, got a little clogging of the arteries, okay, it's time to do some work to get healthy. And wherever your body sits at healthy, then that could just be your genetics. Don't be unhealthy. But if you got a little extra meat on your bones and you healthy, okay, God bless you. All right. If a man come to you and let's say your body type is not the norm, that doesn't mean that there's not men out there that's going to love your body type. Majority of men are going to be programmed by what's normal, by the societal norms. They're going to be programmed. That's not a good thing that they program, but that's the reality of the fact. I can't lie to you and say, oh, there is a plethora of men. No, but there's a man for you. There's a man for you. It might not be 1,000 men that's lined up waiting on you that you get to pick from, but it's men for you that you could pick from. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. Now listen to me. If this man coming to you with citizenship, a job, a place to stay, and transportation, even if that's a bus card, subway card, now he bringing something to the table. If he's similar to you in his relationship history, his relationship resume, if he coming to you with 6 baby mamas and he got a bad relationship with all of them, okay, that's a huge red flag. But if he coming to you, no kids, you ain't got no kids, one child, he still got a good relationship, 2 children, got a good relationship, 2 children or less, and he got a job, He's gainfully employed legally. He got a place to stay and he has transportation, even if it's his bicycle or the subway or the bus or whatever, Uber, whatever it is. He got those things in place. Guess what? He bringing something to the table. Now, if he tell you, I just love, one thing I love about you is that your nose is like this. A lot of people nose like this, but your nose is like this. And it cover half of your eyes. So I only can see the very top of your eyes if you scratch your eyes. And I just love that about you. Now, if he bringing a table to your table, then okay, he just love your nose. But if he don't have citizenship, and your nose is a sight to behold, that God loved you, your mama loved you, and it's a man out there that love you, but this nose that is set up like this, it ain't the most common thing. God love you. You love you. Your mama love you. It's a man that's going to love you. But that man going to have something to bring to the table. If a man don't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of, and he come complimenting you about something that is unique, you fearfully and wonderfully made, but this ain't the norm, this ain't being praised in the media as the standard of beauty, but I love me and I thank God for giving me what I got. But he praising something that you or other people have felt insecure about, that very thing, and he praising that, but he's in need. Then he's lying. So, and that's what let me know that meant something to you. But he lying. Now, it's okay. And I want you to love yourself now. Be doing your best. Now, do your best. Don't be complacent. Do your best. Eat the best you can. Work out the best you can. Do your best. And where your body lands, that's where you're going to be. So love yourself. Don't compare yourself to other women. See, some people ain't got to this point in the video, so they ain't heard that. So now they in the comments going off. Let them know, hey, shut up and get the minute 47. Nut. Call them what you want to call them. I'm tired of them. I'm just playing. Honestly, the commenters don't bother me. You know why? Block! Block! It's like I don't fish. That's my fishing. Block! It's like I caught me a big. Oh, got me a big one. Block! Because I don't fish. So that's my fish. Honestly, y'all say, Tony, don't let them people bother you. They don't bother me. If it bothered me, I wouldn't be here. If it bothered me, I wouldn't keep showing up being the same Tony. If it bothered me, it give me a little entertainment. I'm trying to work on a single right now called Blocked. I ain't even no musician, but I'm working on me a single called Blocked that you could download for your ringtone, for when your ex call you or when somebody annoying call you, and it gonna come on. It gonna have a trap beat to it. Block, block, block. Hey, you gonna get it. Hey, make sure you get it now. Hey, I need my screams up. I want my screams to be up there with Drake screams, or just scream it, Now, so listen, I want you to love yourself. My son got a soccer game today, so I got to get ready to go here in a little bit. I want you to love yourself, but I want you to also keep working on yourself to get the best where you need to be at. But I also want you to be realistic and understand that if a man come praising something that other men shun or don't praise, then he is the exception to the rule. He is the exception to the rule, which may mean he is the man for you. But he got to have the whole package. I'm not talking about the package down there. I ain't talking about the whole package down there. I'm talking about the whole package. Gainfully employed. Okay? Legal. Citizen. Okay? House or somewhere to stay that he pays for legally. Transportation, okay? Emotionally, financially, spiritually secure. When that man comes and he say, you know what, I love just your build, your body, and just like the opulence that you come from. And just like everything about you, like these women, they're out here trying to look like a toothpick. And here you come, you are they say snack, you are not a snack, you are a meal. You are a 5-course meal with a dessert. And I just love that. And one thing about me, and I don't mean to be nasty right now, but I love eating peach cobbler. You know the guy, Tony Gasson, he always say peach cobbler. I love peach cobbler. If this man come to you and he say that, but he bringing everything else to the table, okay, all right, that's your man. But if this man come to you and he's singing that song and he ain't got nowhere to lay his head, he lying. He lying. Don't let that make you hate yourself. Don't let that make you look down on yourself. Keep working. Stay diligent. Keep being the best you could be. Don't lose confidence. Don't get mad and get down and depressed and, oh, there's nobody for me. No, it's somebody for you. But is it somebody for you in your complacency? Or are you doing the best you could do? If you're doing the best you could do, then it's somebody for you. It's just you got to keep going. Because before you meet destiny, you will meet a distraction that looks like destiny. So see, that woman he with, she just need her a warm body. She just need her a warm body. And so anybody will do. Oh, no citizenship? Come on in here. Come on in here. No citizenship. It's just one thing. I'm a little kinky. So, what does your mouth do? Oh, really? Well, that's rent enough for me. As long as you're willing to do that. That's rent. That's what he over there like on the man on Get Out in that woman's house. He over there like the man on Get Out. That's why he wanted to meet up with you, because he trying to see if he could get out. He trying to see if you gonna, regret your decision. And Lord willing, I really hope that man ain't living with you right now, because this email is old. This email old. I really hope that man ain't living with you right now. I'm going to have to title this something that you'll recognize I'm talking about you, that I read your letter. Oh, better yet, I'm going to just respond to you, let you know I read your letter. This letter 50 million times. All right, sister, the letter came in. The letter came in, sister. I got your letter. Let me see. Okay. Let me respond. This letter 9 million times. All right, now, so I'm gonna let her know, emailing her back. Oh, yeah. You were listening to me type. Oh yeah, that I could type. Oh yeah, I could type. Okay, I done typed up countless books. I could type. Yeah, I ain't got no degree, but I could type. Can I type faster than you? Absolutely. Unless you work clerical, entering data all day. Then I can't keep up with you. Oh yeah, 100 words a minute. I get it to you now. Left, right, and center. Oh yeah, I ain't got no degree, but I could type now. So, sister, I let this sister know her letter gonna go up. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Keep on going about your business. Do not ever house a man. Don't ever house a man. Let him have his own place. You have your own place. Don't be buying no man food either. Because if he working under the table, then, okay, it's food under the table. All right? So, if he working, he can pay for his own food. Let him get his own food. I know you come from another country, so you sympathize with him, but still, a man got to get it. A man got to get out here and get it. A man only appreciate what he worked for. A man don't appreciate handouts. If you give a man a handout, he going to take advantage of you. Because men, we are built to hunt. We wired to hunt, to kill, to gather. That's how we wired. So when we get a handout, we don't even know what to do with it. It destroy us. Handouts destroy men. For a man, he got to work for it. Because once you give a man a handout, he gonna want more and more and more and more. And you change his nature from a hunter to then he become just a scavenger. He let you go and kill, and then he the hyena coming stealing what you done killed. Try to, wait till you get done. He want to come get the rest of it, gnawing on that bone. Ain't no meat left on the bone. Just old hyena. And instead of being a lion. So let this man go. The Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat. So if he working, then he can eat. Because there's stuff over there for half a pound, for £1 or euro that he could afford. So let him feed himself. Listen, don't ever feel sorry for no man, because if he want to be a man and he want to lead, he got to be able to get it out the mud. You hear me? If y'all women out here taking care of a man and you doing for a man and all that, because he down and out, guess what? When you go to taking care of him, he going to stay down and out. He going to stay down and out. Unless you truly know he a man of character. And if a man of character, you ain't going to have to take care of that man of character for long. My wife bought me a pair of steel-toe boots when I was going to work in the warehouse, and she paid for my first book to be published. That's all she done had to do for me. That's all she done had to do for me. She ain't have to give me no steel-toe boots. I could have got it elsewhere. I just wanted to just test her, see where her heart was at. And she got me steel-toe boots. That's all she done had to do for me. I ain't needed nothing else from her. She ain't have to do for my book. I would have got that. I would have got that too, but she just wanted to be a blessing. Wanted to encourage me to stay out the streets. And so she blessed me. That's what you do for a man. You let him do for himself, and then you may be supplemental. Like, hey, here go a toolbox since you work on cars. Bought you a toolbox for your birthday. You see what I'm saying? But if he ain't working, I ain't got nothing for you, playboy. I ain't got nothing for you. What's that? What's it? Sir, all right, sir. I heard enough. Okay, all right, I heard enough. Actually, this is just gonna be a crossbody today. Okay, sir, good. It was good talking to you. Good me. Okay, all right. Hey, got to go. Listen, boy, you got to get out here and work. I don't want to hear you. Oh, you need home stay. Oh, they got halfway houses. Okay, they got immigration houses. Okay, it's a lot of people that came over here to the country, wherever country you in. A lot of people that came into the country. They got houses for them to stay at. It just ain't gonna get deported like that. It's somewhere to stay. The boss he working for, laying that concrete, doing that work he doing. The boss got a room and house somewhere. The boss got an extra room. The boss say, look, I'm gonna pay a little less, but I give you a room to sleep in because I'm making money off of you. You see what I'm saying? He got other resources, but he wanted to sleep with him a set of legs. He want to stay with him a set of legs so that when he get a little, when that thing get ready to go, he just got somebody he could roll over and just, he got you on your back. He flipping you on your back. See, the boss man he working for, he can't flip boss man over. So he looking for him a woman that he can stay with you, you cooking for him, and all he doing just laying the plumbing. That's all he doing, laying the plumbing. Peach cobbler diving. That's all he doing. And he'll stay in that same predicament as long as you let him. So this right here to everybody that don't ever take care of no man. The only woman supposed to take care of a man is a mama for her son until he get 18 or get through college. After that, playboy, you on your own. Get it how you live. Hey, God bless you. This Tony Gaskins. We'll be in touch. Oh, finished right before an hour. Got to get on out of here for my son game. Hey, bless you. We'll talk soon.